Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Monday, the 20th of January. A focus on prioritising work with businesses in the new economic growth portfolio. Nicola Willis is picking up the new role alongside her work as the Minister of Finance. It's a morphed version of the economic development portfolio previously held by Melissa Lee, who's been stripped of all ministerial responsibilities. Willis says she's planning to identify barriers for small businesses, industry leaders and entrepreneurs.
Because the truth is, when businesses are doing well, when they're investing, when they're spending, when they're hiring people, that's when all New Zealanders do well, and that's what we want to see.
Meanwhile, health commentator Ian Powell says it's not surprising Shane Retty's losing the health portfolio as he's been criticised for overthinking. But he says Chris Luxon and Simeon Brown seem more prone to underthinking decisions, which runs the risk of getting them wrong.
I think the health portfolio is probably in a more safer position with a minister who overthinks rather than underthinks.
Outgoing US President Joe Biden says the Middle East has been fundamentally transformed as a result of the war in Gaza. As the ceasefire takes hold, Hamas has released the first 3 hostages. There are 90 Palestinian prisoners going the other way. Biden says that the wider regional changes, including the death of Hamas's longtime leader Yahya Sinwar.
Hamas sponsors in the Middle East have been badly weakened by Israel, backed by the United States. Hezbollah, one of Hamas's biggest backers, was significantly weakened on the battlefield and its leadership was destroyed.
The first of 2 inquiries relating to allegations of census information misuse has found no evidence of data breaches, but it's made a number of recommendations for improving Stats NZ's procedures. The report, seen by our newsroom, says the approach by whānau ora to lift Māori participation for the 2023 census delivered well above and beyond its contract requirement. But it recommends Stats NZ has active oversight over outsourcing and maintains a central log of complaints. Allegations against Manarewa Marae have been referred to the Privacy Commissioner. Children's Minister Karen Chaw could be eligible for a payout under the Abuse Redress Scheme, and she's recused herself from making cabinet decisions on the redress framework. A rahui's in place in Lake Taupo as the search continues for a missing jet skier. Police were called to Acacia Bay about 12:30 yesterday afternoon after reports of people in trouble. One person and the jet ski made it to shore with police and Coast Guard help, but a second person was last seen struggling in the water. People should not swim, fish or gather kai between Painoa Ta'ako and Te Moinga Bay boat ramp until further notice. Wellington's Homegrown Festival says it's outgrown the capital after 18 years and will find a new, larger venue for 2026. To sport, Novak Djokovic has sent down a serve at the Australian broadcaster Channel 9 demanding an apology before he resumes giving post-match on-court interviews at the Australian Open. It comes after broadcaster Tony Jones mocked Serbian fans on Australian TV. Chris Wood scored in his 4th consecutive Premier League match to help Nottingham Forest to a 3-2 home win over Southampton. And golfer Daniel Hilliers finished outright second, 1 shot behind winner Tyrrell Hatton at the European Tour's Dubai Desert Classic. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.